Okay, everybody, welcome back to the second video in our series on what real estate investors need to know about using AdWords to generate motivated seller leads. As always, I'm your host, Daniel Baird, here from AdWordsNerds.com. You can see we are in the Nerd Cave, the AdWords Nerds office here in Middletown. This week, we're talking about a big one, which is landing pages. What do you need to have on your landing page? What needs to be on your website in order to effectively generate as many motivated seller leads as possible? Because this can have a big effect on whether AdWords end up working for you or not. So let's go over. I'm going to show you some examples of what you need to have in your landing page in order to be effective, and we'll show you that on the computer screen. So come on. Okay, we won't really do that. We'll just come over to the computer and I can show you. All right, we're back and we're going to talk about what should real estate investors have on their landing page if they want to use AdWords to really effectively generate a lot of motivated seller leads. And this is a big deal because I'm going to tell you changes to your landing page that boost your conversion rate, that boost the amount of people that contact you, can really make or break an account in terms of how profitable you actually are using AdWords. So this is really important. Let's jump into it. Now, before we go all the way into tactics, I want to take a step back and just define what a landing page is anyway, because there's some confusion, right? Landing page ain't nothing special. Landing page is just the place you send your AdWords traffic. If you send people from your AdWords ad to your homepage is your landing page. You could also have a separate page be your landing page. So you might send them to, yourdomain.com/AdWords and have that be a special page just for AdWords. In that case, that's your landing page. So it's just wherever you're sending your traffic. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is your goal. What's your goal? Well, for nearly every investor, right, your landing page's goal is going to be to generate leads. And so you need to design that landing page to generate as many leads as humanly possible. And that means following some best practices to make sure that you get the most out of every dollar you spend on AdWords. It's a really important thing to keep in mind. Again, I'm going to stress this because everybody that comes to your website from your AdWords account that doesn't convert means you just lost some money. Basically threw money out the window because you paid for them to get there and they didn't convert. So how do we get the maximum number of people to convert on our landing page? Let's go over some tips, okay? Tip number one is have a prominent lead capture form, okay? The lead capture form is just the form that they fill out to contact you. Now, this could be a lot of fields, it could be just one or two, you could just ask for a name and phone number, you could ask for a whole bunch of information, but whatever you do, make it prominent. That means up front, in their face, so they see it right away. Let me show you an example. This is a page we built for one of our AdWords clients. You'll see that this form is right up front. It's a different color from the background that kind of makes it pop out. It's very clear what it is. It's a prominent lead capture form. Now, a lot of people I'll see, they'll put their form on the side, like way down, or they'll put it down near the bottom, or they'll make it the same color as everything else. You want to make it prominent. You want to make it stand out. Okay, so prominent lead capture form, absolutely crucial. Second, we want a strong call to action. So what's a call to action? Call to action is just the thing you're telling me I should do when I land on your landing page. And so if it's fill out this form to get an awesome offer on your house, that's your call to action. If your call to action is sign up for my email list, that's your call to action. It's not a very good call to action because it's not about what I want. Your call to action has to be all about the visitor's needs. What am I really looking for? What do I really want out of this? And if you can make that call to action appeal to me, you're going to get a lot more people to fill out your form. I'm going to show you the same exact example. Same landing page we were looking at before. What's the call to action here? It's sell your Orange County home fast. Everything I need to know, I see in that line, right? What do I want to do? I want to sell my home. How do I want to sell it? Fast. Where am I going to sell it? It's going to be in Orange County, okay? So that's a direct line to what I'm looking for, what I'm thinking about. And therefore, it's going to be a strong call to action. Other thing to keep in mind is it tells me what this whole thing is about. I can see in that button says, get my cash offer. That's another call to action, right? Get my cash offer. What's going to happen when I click that button? I'm going to get a cash offer, right? So you want it to be clear, you want it to be concise, and you want it to be fairly obvious what you're asking me to do. Step number three, we're going to talk about social proof. What is social proof? Basically, social proof is anything that shows me, the visitor, that other people are using your service and they had a good experience, right? So this could be testimonials, which is my favorite. We'll talk about that in a second. But also things like a Better Business Bureau little badge, or if you've been on the news, kind of, showing that you've been on the news or you've been in the newspaper, stuff like that, right? Anything that shows me you're legit. But my favorite kind of social proof is testimonials. I think testimonials do more to sell a product or service than literally anything else. And so you want your testimonials to be really, really clear. And a couple tips about testimonials. The more information you can give me, the visitor, about the person that wrote the testimonial, the better. If you got their full name, that's the best. If you got their location, that's the best. If you got a picture, that's even better because it makes it really seem like it's a real person, right? So you want to have all that information on there. The other thing is that if in the testimonial itself, you can address some of the concerns you think the visitor might be having, that's really good too. So if you think the average visitor might think that real estate investing is a scam or that I'm going to get a really horrible offer, you might try to get a testimonial that says something like, when I first came to the website, I wasn't going to fill out the form because I thought it was kind of a scam and I thought they were going to lowball me. But I said, hey, what if I got to lose? And I filled it out. And the next day, he gave me a totally legit offer for much more than I thought I was worth. This was the best. Thank you so much. Like, that's a great testimonial because it addresses my concerns before I fill out the form. So testimonials are key. Step number 4, let's talk about split testing. Split testing is your method for long-term improvement. And I'm going to say, if you can only do one thing from this video, you can only take one thing away from everything I'm saying here, the thing I want you to take away is split testing. Have a system to test your landing page over time, because this is going to be your key to long-term improvement. Now, if you're not super sure what split testing is, it's really simple. Basically, every time someone lands on your landing page, you show 2 versions, one of 2, right? So 50% of people get one, 50% of the people get the other one. Let's say on version A, this first version, the buttons are red, and on version B, the buttons are blue. And you're going to see which one gets more conversions. Maybe version A converts at 10% and version B converts at 15%. Well, hey, now you know that if you run the blue button version, you're going to get 5% more conversions. That's absolutely huge. And you just keep doing this and doing this and doing this, making sure that you make small improvements every step of the way. Now, you may only improve like 1% here or 0.5% there or 3% there, but every time you run one of those tests, the changes are cumulative, meaning that by the end of the year, it's going to be a huge impact on your conversion rate and the number of leads that you get and the number of deals that you do and how profitable AdWords is going to be for you. So split testing is absolutely huge. And again, I'm going to say this again. If you can only do one thing, get a split testing system in place, because that's your key to making it work in the long term. So that's the video about what you need on landing pages to make them work for you in AdWords. If you like this video, go to AdWordsNerds.com or look on our YouTube channel. You're going to see the other videos in the series. We're doing the most frequently asked questions that real estate investors have. And if you're interested in having us look at your account or maybe manage your account for you, we're actually doing a 37-day free trial of AdWords management. It means you can have us set up and manage your AdWords accounts for you for 37 days absolutely free. You can find more information at AdWordsNerds.com. That's AdWordsNerds.com. As always, I'm Daniel Barrett. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, and I will see you in the next video.